Whispers from the closet. My husband Mark has always been a heavy sleeper, the kind who could snooze through a thunderstorm or the shrill wail of our smoke detector. That's why, when I first heard his voice whisper my name from the bedroom closet late one night, I barely registered it as odd. He was curled up next to me, his chest rising and falling in the blue light of the digital clock. I told myself it was a dream, the tail end of a nightmare slipping into my half-awake mind, and rolled over to press my back against his warmth. But then it happened again the next night. A soft, urgent, "Anna, come here," floating from behind the closet door. I froze, heart pounding, and turned to see Mark undisturbed, drooling into his pillow. I lay awake for hours, staring at the closet, convinced I'd imagined it. By the third night, I couldn't ignore it. The voice was unmistakably his. Same timbre, same gentle lilt. "Anna, help me, please." The desperation in his voice made my skin crawl. I nudged Mark awake and asked if he'd been talking in his sleep. He looked at me, confused and concerned, and insisted he hadn't. I started recording at night, propping my phone against the lamp. The next morning, I listened to the playback, heart in my throat. There it was, his voice, whispering from the closet, pleading, growing more frantic each time. But when I opened the closet, nothing was there, just his old shirts and a pile of shoes. I grew afraid to sleep, afraid to close my eyes beside the man I loved. I stopped trusting the feel of his hand in mine, the sound of his breathing. Sleep-deprived and desperate, I finally confronted him, voice shaking, and told him everything. He stared at me for a long time, then quietly said, "Anna, I've been hearing you calling me from the closet too, every night." Last night we both lay awake, clutching each other, staring at the closet door as two voices, ours but not ours, began whispering in tandem, begging us to come inside.